During our previous build of the home screen, we left one essential feature where the user will update his or her contacts. So I did that in here by creating a view for the two buttons with a title of yes and no, and align them horizontally by giving it a flex direction of row, and also justify the content on flex end just to be on the right side of the screen. In today's build, we will be focusing on the drawer navigation. We want to add functionality on the menu icon that whenever you click that, it toggles the drawer menu. Let's run yarn add at React Navigation /drawer and also install the React Native reanimated. We already have some dependencies installed during our previous build, so we need these two dependencies to continue. And when we check the package.json file, we can see our packages we just installed in here. Let's proceed to create a file within the navigation folder and name it as drawer-navigator.js that will handle our navigations and the drawer screens. So within that, let's import React from React and also import create drawer navigator from React Navigation /drawer. We then proceed by creating a constant variable of drawer and assign the create drawer navigator as a function to it. Let's create a drawer navigator function. Wow, so in here GitHub Copilot is suggesting what I'm about to do, and that's exactly what I'm about to do. Creating the drawer navigator with an initial route name of home. Within that, you find the drawer.screens. You can check out from the extensions GitHub Copilot. Very nice extension. Within the app.js file, let's import drawer navigator instead and render it within the navigation container. Let's add functionality for the menu icon. The touchable opacity has a property called onPress. So let's render a function within the onPress to toggle the drawer menu. And we do that with navigation.toggleDrawer as a function. Within the drawer navigator, let's export it as a default function. And also for the main stack navigator, let's give it a header shown of false. Otherwise, we have a 2 header shown. There we go. So in here we can see the drawer navigation whenever we click on the menu icon. Let's add React Native vector icons to install all the icons we'll be using in today's build. And to do that, we run this command yarn add React Native vector icons. One can work with expo install React Native vector icons. Another one can work with npm install React Native vector icons. So I'll be using yarn. So we have a successful installation in here. So let's import the font awesome from React Native vector icons. So within the options, let's pass in one more option, that's the drawer icon. So it's an arrow function. So within that, let's render the font awesome there. It's a self-closing tag. So within the font awesome, it has a property called name. Let's give it a name of home with a size property of 25. There we go. You can see the icon nicely there. And also we need to work on the header profile with our background image. So within the drawer.navigator, let's pass in one more property, and that is the drawer content. Let's pass in props. Props is just the same as property, so that's the property of the drawer content. Within that, let's return the save area view. Remember, we need to import it from React Native, so let's do so. Within the Save Area view, we have the image background. That will be the background image for the profile, and we need to import it from React Native as well. The image background has a property called source, and we need to specify the source of this image background, and it's found within the asset folder and the image folder, and the name of this image background is drawerprofile.jpg. Let's give some styles to the image background. Let's give it a width of 280, height of 150, and align items flex start, and also let's justify content center. So within the image background, we have image, and that image will be our profile image, and it's found within the asset folder and the image folder as well, with a name of code with tapka.png. Let's proceed to give a style to this image. Let's give it a width of 80, height of 80, and a border radius of 80 divided by 2 to make it rounded. Yeah, and also let's give it a margin button of 270 just to push it from the bottom. So beneath the image background is a drawer item list, and that simply renders the screen we'll be creating. So we will pass in a props in there with 3 dots and props, and what this does is that it just make a copy of the screens we'll be creating, and this property is called the spread operator. So we need to make a return in here. So let's save the changes in here and see. Well, we did. We need to create a pages for each of these drawer items. So let's start with a profile. Let's create a folder and name it as drawer items. Within the drawer items folder, we need to create a file and name it as profile.js. Guess what? RNFEX. There we go. Let's start with the text. This is the profile screen. Let's move on to the drawer navigator and create one more drawer screen. So in there, we need to change the name of the drawer screen to profile, and also the component to profile as well. Remember to import it from the drawer items. And also let's change the name of the icon to be user with the same size. Let's save the changes in here. Save the changes in here. Wow, nicely in there. So you can see this is the profile screen. So what we need to do is that we need to work on the header of the profile screen. So let's do that. Let's move to the home screen and copy the use layout effect function to create the profile header. So within the profile.js, we need to import use layout effect from React. It's one of the hook in React. You can check it out. Below the profile function, let's place the use layout function. There we go. We need to close the bracket as well and add a dependency. Let's change the title to profile and also the structure in here, and pass in navigation. And also we need to pass navigation as a dependency as well. Don't forget to import the touchable opacity from React Native, and also the icon from React Native elements. So let's do so. So within the drawer navigator, we need to clear the header shown of false for the profile screen. So we can see our profile header with that menu icon and the text beneath it, which says this is the profile screen. Wow, there we go. So we need to work on the registration page as well. Let's create a file within the drawer items and give it a name of registration.js. So within that, guess rnfex. There we go. Let's write this text. There's the registration screen. Let's move to the profile.js and copy the use layout effect function to create the header for the registration. We need to import the use layout effect from React. So in here we need to import the touchable opacity from React Native and also the icon from React Native element. Let's do so. Let's move on to the drawer navigator and add one more drawer screen for the registration. So we need to change the name to registration, the component to registration, and also we need to change the icon as well. Remember to import the registration from the drawer items, and in here for the icon it has a name of file invoice with the same size property, and this icon is coming from font awesome 5, and we need to import it from React Native vector icons. We need to import font awesome 5 from React Native vector icons. Let's pass in navigation within the registration function. We need to make some distraction and pass in navigation, and also we need to change the title to registration. Let's save the changes in here. Let's check out. Wow, there we go. You can see our registration. So what's next? You need to work on the results as well. So let's create our more file within the drawer items and give it a name of result.js. So we'll be doing some trick. Let's copy the whole of the code in the registration and paste it within the result. So we need to change the title in here to result. We need to change the text as well to result screen, and also we need to change the function to result, and also we need to export the result as a default function. So let's visit the drawer navigator and create one more drawer screen and give the name as result with its component of result. You need to import it from the drawer items. So in here the icon is check squared with the same size property of 25. There we go. You can see the result in there. Let's proceed with the fees page and also the notification as well. So within the drawer items, let's create a file and name it as fees.js. So let's copy the whole of the code in the result screen and paste it within the fees.js. So in there we need to change the result to fees and also the title to fees. And also within the text component we need to change the result to fees as well, just to verify. And also we need to export the fees as a default function. So we need to create one more drawer screen within the drawer navigator. Let's give it a name of fees, component of fees, So the name of the icon in here will be changed to money with the same size of 25. Let's create one more file within the drawer items and name it as notification.js. Let's copy the whole of this code within the face and paste it within the notification. So in there we need to change the face to notification, and also we need to change the title to notification, and also within the text component let's write no new notification yet, and also we need to export the notification as a default function. So let's create one more drawer screen within the drawer navigator and change the name of the drawer screen to notification. The component to notification, you need to import it from the drawer items. So in here the name of the icon is the bell icon. You need to import it from the drawer items. So let's do that. Wow, so you can see our face and notification pages being created with a nice icon. I will be doing same for the course material, lecture assessment, settings, and also the help and feedback. The same thing, we only need to change a couple of things in there. So in there I'll speed up a little bit, so let's proceed. I hope you found this video to be useful. Smash that bell icon, give it a like, and also leave a comment in the section below. You can share as well. So until then, stay tuned.